Hi again, Maxwell Kira here. And why is it that a lot of times we feel like we're unsuccessful, like we should be rich, we should be successful, but we're not for some reason? I think that comes down to us limiting ourselves. And we limit ourselves because we've been raised, by our families, by our society, that rich people and successful people are evil, terrible people. They got there by screwing other people over, by stealing from people and whatnot. And so, as good people, we of course want to avoid becoming bad people. And since we see the rich and successful as bad people, we have this subconscious block that keeps us from moving in that direction. So we may sabotage ourselves at work. We may sabotage ourselves by not starting the business we always wanted to start. We run from that money until we learn to see the money as good and the people who make the money as beneficial, as providers. It's not like someone says, "Oh, hey, I see you're evil. Let me throw a whole bunch of money at you." Or collectively, let's all throw a bunch of money at you because you're evil. That's not really how people make money. They make money because they provide a product or a service that is of benefit to others, that people want, that people need. So sure, some of the people that provide that service can be bad people. They can be evil people. But the money and the success themselves are not evil. They come about because people want the things that the money and the success came from. So it could be a new product that someone has designed. It could be a service that someone needs. It could be just something that makes people happy. People want this, and that's what causes them to throw money at someone. As they say, "I need that, take this money." And then when a whole lot of people do that, you have someone with a successful business that gets rich, or someone that does a great job in their company and moves up the chain because they've provided a service to that company and maybe the other employees there. There are tons of people who get their wages paid by rich and successful people. Poor people have rarely paid my wages. It's generally always been people with a lot more money than me. So I can be thankful to them. And when I start to see the good that they can do, and when I start to recognize that a lot of people who are rich and successful are good, and maybe I've just been trying to paint them in a bad light so that I can excuse myself for not becoming one of them. So when I get this better outlook, I'm allowed to become rich and successful. I'm allowed to take those extra steps that make me rich and successful. And you're allowed to as well. Money and energy have some things in common, and that's that they flow. There is a common trope where it's said that people will hoard money. That's not really what happens. So someone who has $1 million or $1 billion, they have a bank account that has those numbers on it. But really what they have is they have a lot of products. They have a lot of people working for them. They have a lot of interactions with other businesses. There is a flow to all of that money. It's not just sitting in a bank vault like Scrooge McDuck where they go swimming in it. Sure, they may have nice houses and stuff, but again, somebody had to build that house. Somebody maintains the roads to that house. Somebody flies their private helicopters. These are all ways that that money is continuing to flow and it's not being hoarded. They're just tapped into more of that money like someone may be tapped into more of the energy around them. And another thing that they have in common is that they're not limited. You don't, when you're talking about the metaphysical and energy, you don't hear someone say, oh, there's only this limited amount of energy that I was able to use from the universe. It doesn't work that way. Same thing with money. There isn't really a limited amount because it flows, because it's not this static pool of gold. There is that motion to it. It is unlimited and it can't be hoarded, which means there's plenty available for you. So you can be a good person. You can provide something to other people, and you can become rich and successful. Let me know what you think in the comments. I love hearing from you guys, and I also love all the likes and shares I've been getting. You guys have a great day, and I'll be waiting for each one of you to be successful.